Well, guys, this is one for the record books. Stanley King here, Stanley King channel. Unbelievable, down at the Baja 1000. You're never going to believe what happened. That's my buddy Scott right there racing. And here we are, 4 hours later, Bay of LA.
You okay?
And that guy in the back there ripped his back. And he said, Stan, can you suit up? 20 miles. I said, I'll do it. Well, I rode 20 miles, and then our guy got on the bike, and they were there right here. They said, you need to do the next section as well. 2:45 a.m. I got on Fred's tractor trail. And I've ridden this trail a few times, but I don't remember it looking like this. The rocks were extremely large. It was the middle of the night. It was surreal. I couldn't even believe it. Now, when I say that the guy's back was messed up, he ripped his muscles in his back. He was in extreme pain. And when he said suit up, I'm the chase driver. I was supposed to drive the trucks. And then I got trophy trucks coming on me in the middle of the night. This was a boyhood dream of mine that came true. I've watched the Baja 1000 for years, the 500, the 250. I've never had the balls to suit up and ride it or be part of a team or whatever. So to be the driver and, go pick up my rider there, Scott. Scott was the guy at the start of the film, riding in the daytime on a nice high-speed section. And I knew when they said, we need you to ride. Again, I am the chase driver. I'm not the rider. And they said Fred's tractor trail. I thought, man, I am in for something interesting. And I knew the trophy trucks were on me. I knew they were going to keep coming. And these rocks that you see out there on the trail, a lot of those are softball size up to basketball size. And there's cactus and dirt. And I'm on a race bike, 5-speed, with a 42-tooth sprocket in the rear. This bike was running tall. If you watch my channel, there I am at the top of Fred's tractor trail. This is where the descent starts. You know that I ride a KTM 300 XC. I'm a hard enduro guy. This is a 450 SX with a 42-tooth sprocket with a 5-speed. This is not something that I was used to at all. And again, it's at this point right here, it's about 3:10 in the morning. I'd just ridden over so many crazy rocks that were turned over by the trophy trucks and the buggies. It was insane. And I had a gift from God down here on the trail. I remember going up and down this trail before, but it was during the day, 10 a.m., maybe 11 a.m. I've never been on this trail at 3:30 in the morning. But see those lights up ahead? For me, that was a gift from God. So that's the Sparco trophy truck coming up ahead. And they'd lost their power steering pump, which is awful for them, but it was good for me because they were blocking the trail. So I didn't have to worry about guys coming from behind.
Pierce?
What?
What's your name?
Sendero.
Sendero. Oh, shit.
Sendero geyser. If you can relay to somebody, we need a power steering pump.
Okay. What mile is this? It's the middle of Frank's tractor trail.
Okay. 9:38.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I had to keep repeating 938 Sendero power steering pump.
938 power steering pump.
Hear me?
Hold up. Huh? Sendero, él tiene problemas con power steering pump. Yeah.
Now this is really, really deep out in the wilderness right here, and this is crazy steep going down with all those monster rocks. This is usually my forte on the 300, on the 450 XX, SX. The Supercross bike. I was tripping out, but this thing had a beautiful TBT suspension on it, and the light array it just lit up the night. It was awesome. But coming down here in the middle of nowhere to see those Mexican dudes walking up to help that guy, that's the spirit of the 1,000 right there.
I think I'm almost at the bottom now.
And here at the bottom, you'll see around the corner.
938 power steering pump.
Hear me? I keep muttering the same thing because I'm just like spaced out zombie in the middle of the night riding this bike. I'm the chase guy again. I'm not supposed to be riding the bike, but I was so stoked to be on that bike. So these dudes are out here. They set up camp. They're partying in the middle of Fred's tractor trail. And they had like a Ford Ranger that they were able to get up here, and I have no idea how they did it. I mean, that truck must just be beat.
Woo! Cansado. No, está bien, está bien.
¿Todo bien?
Yeah, solo mis brazos son. Woo!
Cansado.
Fuego.
Sí, sí, sí.
Mhm.
Muy malo camino.
Mhm. Yeah. That's malo.
Sí, sí, que ten cuidado.
Gracias. Nah, está bien. Okay. No, es más, ¿cómo se dice? So, suede.
Sudor.
Sudor.
Sí, sí, el empañado, no lo empañado.
Poco sudor. Y yo pienso, es una carretera, ¿eh?
No, te falta.
Cartera. Yeah.
Faltar mucho.
Yeah, no, yo sé.
No, aquí ya está poquito. Aquí, esto es lo feo. No, pues ahí trae el GPS.
Yeah. Bueno.
Ya
Está
falta
bien.
poquito para la carretera.
Yeah, okay, chao. Adios.
Crazy to see those dudes out there. So going down that hill was obviously extra rocky, and going into the trail was extra rocky, and here after the bottom of the hill is extra rocky. So there was nothing but just chunky, crappy rocks everywhere that were trying to roll the front tire off to knock me on the ground. I stayed up. I'm not going to say I didn't flame out the bike a few times, because this thing, first gear, you could go 30 miles an hour with that 42.2 sprocket. So I was feathering the clutch and staying on the throttle, and the whole time though, I got to tell you, I was so excited. I mean, there were points of this where I was screaming, especially on the first section I did, the first 20-mile section I did. I was just screaming because I was, I knew I was riding the Baja 1000, and I was now an official rider of this race. And I just subconsciously, I always wanted to do this race. As a boy, I had nothing but respect for the riders and the drivers, and it was just awesome. And as you saw too earlier, those trophy truck guys and the buggy guys, they're stand-up guys. I mean, they made sure to throw the sirens on. They saw me. They made sure I was off the trail, made sure I wouldn't get run over. It was just a gentleman-style sport. And, I mean, look at these rocks. I still don't know how those guys got that Ford Ranger back there. Those guys who were partying at the bottom of the steep hill there. But, and as you can see, no more trophy trucks coming up on me. So those Sendero boys, they were a gift from God, because they had them stacked up there. I don't know what they ended up doing to get around those guys, but that was probably the worst place they could have broken down. But I didn't see any other trophy trucks come up on me for the next hour, which was so nice. Because that's I don't have many fears, but one of my biggest is having a trophy truck bear down on me at 80, 90 miles an hour when I'm going 40 or whatever it is, or in this case, look at this. I'm just putting through at like 10, 15.
Yeah, these are the hot springs. That's cool.
Yeah, if you've ridden Fred's, those hot springs right at the end before you get down to the highway. So that was a welcome sight to see those. I mean,
cool.
Really welcome. I was really, really happy. But this man.
Nice work. You're out.
Yep, that's it. That's the gate out. But you know, to be a 54-year-old guy and to be helping a race team of incredible guys, Steve Sanders and Scott Moses, Todd Miller, and Corey. Man, those guys are fantastic riders. I felt really bad for Brent. Back was ripped up, but man, thank you, Brent, for giving me my childhood dream. This was
I don't like that, how that front end slides around. That's crazy.
so cool. And this right here, that's like silt, because the trophy trucks, they've rototilled everything up. There we are. And this dude's like taking pictures. I was wondering what the hell was going on. But yeah, here we go. On the road for the speed section and done. So, man, what a trip. What a story. All right, guys, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. And if you're returning, that's right, you're talking to Stanley King, the guy who participated in the Baja 1000. That was one hell of a story. It's for the books. Done a lot of videos, but never expected to be doing this one. All right, guys, take it easy.